Okay, so good day to everyone and natapos na tayo sa ating topic regarding sa ah, price determination and at the same time yung ating demand. Yan, natapos na tayo sa demand, di ba? So if we say demand, so yung kanyang curve is slanting. Okay? Wherein there is a inverse relationship. Okay? Inverse. Ito yung mga tatandaan ninyo ha, na kapag demand, there are inverse relationship. Wherein kapag tumaas yung isa, bababa din yung isa. Wherein kapag nagtaas yung price, bababa ang quantity demanded. And then kapag nagtaas ang quantity demanded, bababa ang pag nagtaas ang quantity demanded because of a lower price. Okay? So, na-discuss din natin yung about sa law of the demand, the Slutsky equation between the income effect and the substitution effect. Also, na-discuss din natin yung validity of the law of the demand, the changes in the demanded. So, kapag ganito yung graph, it means there is a shifting of the curve. Okay? There is a shifting. Okay? So, nagkakaroon ng shifting doon sa demand. It means that is changes in the quantity demanded. Pero kapag changes in demand, it means ay ganito. Okay? So, magkakaroon ng changes or higher changes doon sa price. Okay? Pag ang pinag-uusapan natin is all about the curve or in the line. So, kapag nagkaroon ng movement nung point doon sa line na yon, it means there is a higher changes doon sa price ng product and especially doon sa demand. Okay? So, punta na tayo. So, natapos din natin yung determinants of the demand. And now, we will go on to uh, law of supply or the supply. Okay? So, what is a supply? So, kapag sinabi nating supply, they are the scheduled of a various quantity of commodities. So, merong mga quantities of commodities or number of commodities which producer are willing and able to produce and offer at a given price, place, and time. Okay? So, kung mataas, alam nyo, baliktad ito sa demand sa supply. Okay? Baliktad ang, or nagkakaroon ng contradiction yung supply and the demand. Kapag supply, ang nagbibigay dito or nagpo-produce are the producers. Ang demand naman, sila yung mga buyer or mga consumers na willing to buy that particular product at a lower price. Di ba? Dito, quantity supplied ito guys ha, hindi siya quantity demanded. Okay? Dito naman sa supply, there is so-called direct relationship. Okay? Kapag sinabi nating direct relationship, ito yung notions ng mga producers na kapag nagkaroon ng pagtaas ng presyo ng isang product, dapat magtataas din yung kanilang production upang sa ganon, makapagbenta sila ng mas madami din yung kanyang income. Okay? So as you can see in the table, kasi tinatabulate din yung supply, as you can see, ang price niya ay piso hanggang 5. So it means kapag ang price niya ay piso, lower din yung supply. Okay? Pero kapag nagkaroon ng pagtaas ng price ng product na yon, magkakaroon din ng increase doon sa supply on that particular product. And that is the notions or objective ng mga producers. Na kapag sinabi niyang, mataas ang presyo ng sili, kaya kailangan mag-produce ako ng madaming sili. Yun yung kanyang notion. Pero kapag nakita niya na ay mababa ang presyo ng sili, kaya hindi ako magpo-produce ng mas madami kasi malulugi lang ako. Okay, that is direct relationship. Na as you can see here in the graph, kapag titignan natin, ang price niya piso, tapos ang quantity supplied niya ay piso, syempre kapag i-graph natin, this is the relationship. Okay, 2:2, 3, tapos 3, 4, 4, and 5, 5. So, kapag supply, pag magtaas yung isa, magtataas din yung isa. Okay? Pag mababa yung isa, mababa din yung isa. Kapag nagtaas ng presyo yung product na yon, magtataas ng production. Pero kapag mababa ang presyo ng product na yon, mababa din ang production. That is supply. Okay? So, in the law of supply, as the price increases, sinabi ko na kanina, quantity supply, kapag sinabi natin quantity supply, saan located dito? This is quantity supplied. Okay? Quantity supply. Dito rin nakalocate yung quantity demanded if it is inverse relationship. Okay? So, and as a price decreases, kapag mababa ang price ng product na yon, the quantity supply of that particular product also decreases. So, there is so-called a direct relationship between the price and the quantity supply. So, the producers, so kapag sinabi nating supply, they are the producers who will provide that particular product. So, ang nagpo-produce is the producer doon sa supply na yon or the goods or commodities. Pero kapag sinabi naman nating demand, sila yung mga bumibili or willing to buy that particular product if nagkaroon ng tangent agreement between the supplier and the buyer. Okay? Between the producer and the consumer. So producers are willing and able to produce and offer more goods. So willing daw si producer na mag-produce ng mas madami or bulk na product if higher yung kanyang price than at a lower price. So seller offer more goods at a higher price because they make more profit. And more profit create more goods. And such behavior of the seller or producers is a natural inclinations. So, it is a natural inclination. Siyempre, kapag ikaw magbe-business, titignan mo kung saan yung mas alam mong magkakaroon ka ng income, di ba? Hindi ka naman pwedeng mag-business na cheaper yung mismong price ng product mo or mas lower yung price ng product mo. Kaya nga, ang laging iniisip ng seller, kailangan mataas na presyo yung mga product na aking ibinibenta to make more profit. Okay? So in the determinants of the demand, the supply, I should say, so in the determinants of supply, ano yung mga ina-identify or component ng supply? Number one is the technology. So kailangan merong improve ng technology upang magkaroon ng mataas na supply. So kailangan automated lahat ng mga technology natin. Bakit? Para mabilis ang production. Kasi kapag mas madami ang labor, ayaw na ayaw yan ng producer. Kailangan meron siyang technology para mapabilis yung pag-produce ng particular product na yon in case na mag-increase ng price. Okay? And then kapag obsolete equipment, syempre, decrease yung supply. So mas preferred ni producer ang technology or automated na technology than the obsolete equipment or yung mga alam mong hindi naman talaga pang production na mga equipment or mahinang mga equipment. Okay? Another determinants of supply is the cost of production and resource prices. So, higher resources or higher resource prices increase in supply of a product. And then lower yung price ng resources na yon at nagkakaroon ng decrease ng supply. Okay? Another one is the number of sellers. So the larger number of supplier, it increase also the supply. So kapag mas madaming supplier or producer, mas madami ang commodities or supply. Pero kapag smaller number of firms in the industry, nagkakaroon ng decrease ng supply. Okay? Another determinants of supply is yung price of other goods. Higher price of other goods. So, increase the supply of that good while decreases the supply of a good substituted with that good. Okay? And then, a lower price of other goods, kapag nagkaroon ng decrease ng supply of that good, while increases doon sa substituted goods with that good, so lower yung price. Okay? So, mas pipilihin ni supplier ang mag-increase ng supply kesa while magkakaroon ng decreases doon sa substitution. of that good. Okay? So, yun. Another one is price expectation. So, expectation of a higher prices, higher the supply today. So, kapag ina-expect mo na tataas yung presyo ng product na yon, mag-i-increase sila ng supply ngayong araw na ito. And then expectation of increased prices, increase the supply today. Okay? So mag-i-increase at mag-higher ng supply. So sa taxes naman, taxes as cost, decrease in supply. And the subsidies are taxes in reverse. So mag-i-increase din sila ng supply. Okay? So that is the determinants of supply. Taxes and subsidies. Ano pa yung isa? Price expectation, price of other goods, number of sellers, and the cost of production and resource prices. And also the technology. Okay? So that is the determinants of supply. Okay? Next one, we will go on to the changes in supply versus the changes in quantity supply. So kapag sinabi nating changes in supply, it means etong curve na ito or itong line na ito, that is so-called changes in supply. So nagkakaroon ng changes ng supply from right to the left. And then kapag changes in quantity supplied, here, wherein magkakaroon din ng pagbabago. So changes in supply pertains to changes in determinants of supply. Okay? Magkakaroon ng pagbabago. Example, sana sa technology, magkakaroon ng pagbabago sa production ng technology if obsolete. Pero kapag yun ay improved technology or advanced yung technology na yon, mas higher yung production na i-release ni producer. Pero kapag mano-mano or something na mas madami ang labor, so what happened to the supply? So baka mas matatagalan ka pa sa pag-produce ng mga product. Through the graphical presentation, an increase in supply shift the supply curve to the right. So it means if there is an increase in supply, there is so-called shifting. Okay? Kapag ito yung pinag-uusapan natin in the changes in supply, there is so-called shifting. Okay? Shifting of supply curve to the right. While kapag nagkaroon ng decrease ng supply, it means ay nagkakaroon ng shifting to the left. Okay? So ang naapektuhan dyan is the quantity supply. Okay? If there is a shifting of supply to the right and to the left, so ang nababago dito is the quantity supplied. Example sana, ang supplied dito ay 15. Pag nagkaroon ng increase or nag-shift to the right, pag nagkaroon ng shifting doon sa supply curve, kapag nagkaroon ng shifting doon sa supply curve, it means there is a changes in quantity supplied. Okay? Example sana. If there is a shifting of supply to the right, or if the supply shift to the right, the quantity supplied increases. As you can see, increases. If the supply curve move or something shift to the left, huwag niyong gagamitin yung move shift to the left, it means there is a decrease of quantity supplied. Example sana ito ay 10. Okay? Kapag sinabi kasing movement, yung movement ay nandoon mismo sa supply curve. Okay? If there is a movement of supply curve, it means ay merong point of movement. Walang changes doon sa shifting or walang changes doon sa curve. Pero kapag nagkaroon ng shifting, it means mag-change yung curve. Pero kapag nagkaroon ng movement, it means there is a changes doon sa point of that particular supply curve. Okay? So, yun. So, next. So, ganito yung sinasabi ko kanina na kapag there is a changes in supply pertain to changes in determinants of supply, changes in quantity supplied show the movement from one point to another. So it means if there is a movement of supply curve from to the right, it means there is a changes in the price of the product and the quantity supply. Okay? Quantity supply kung may movement. Okay? Kung may movement. Okay? So kapag naman shifting, it means there is a shifting of curve from the original curve. Okay? Example sana from the right. Okay? From the right. So it means there is also changes in there is a big changes in the quantity supply if there is a shifting at the same price. Okay? Kasi hindi naman, anong tawag doon? Nire-refer doon yung price. Pero kapag ang pinag-uusapan natin, quantity supplied, if there is a shifting of quantity supplied or there is a shifting of the supply curve, it means there is a changes in quantity supplied. Okay? Ganon din kapag sa left. Okay? There is also a changes in quantity supply. Okay? So, yan. Without any change doon sa price. Kasi dire-diretso lang yan. Okay? So, kasi ang pinag-uusapan natin is quantity supply. Okay. So, that is the changes in supply versus the changes in quantity supplied. So, this is the quantity supplied and then this is the changes in supply. Okay? If there is a movement of point from left to the right, it means there is a changes in the price and quantity supplied. Pero kapag ang pinag-uusapan natin shifting, ang mag-change lang dito is the quantity supplied. Okay? So, yun. Balikan natin para mas klaro sa atin. Ano? Balikan natin yung ating wait lang ha. So, balik tayo dito sa ating discussions we're in para hindi kayo malito. I-elaborate ko ng maigi through presentations. Okay. Kapag sinabi nating, ulitin natin ha, kapag sinabi nating demand, so it means there is a inverse relationship. Tama ba? Kapag sinabi nating inverse relationship, ganyan yung mismong line or curve ng ating demand. Kapag naman supply, there is so-called direct relationship. Okay, so supply. So ganito yung kanyang curve. So kapag ang pinag-uusapan natin demand or changes in the demand, it means ang tinutukoy dito is the curve. Okay, kapag changes ng demand, ang pinag-uusapan is curve. Okay, so this is the curve. Pero kapag ang pinag-uusapan na naman natin is changes in quantity demanded or changes in quantity supplied, heto mismo. Okay? Heto mismo. Quantity supply. So, paano nagbabago ang quantity supplied and quantity demand? Nagbabago ang quantity supplied and quantity demanded if there is a shifting of the curve. Okay, quantity demanded and quantity supplied. If there is a shifting of the curve, ang magbabago lang dito, regardless of the price, is the quantity demanded. Magbabago ang supply at magbabago ang quantity demanded. So kapag nagkaroon ng shifting, ganyan ang pag-shift. Okay? Nagkaroon ng shifting, nagkaroon din siya ng shifting dito, ang magbabago lang dito is the quantity supplied. Wherein, the same pa rin yung price niya, but if we referring to quantity demanded and there is a shifting, merong changes doon sa quantity demanded. Pero, Kapag ang pinag-uusapan naman natin is movement, okay? Movement of the point inside the curve of supply and the demand, it means there is a higher changes in the price and in the quantity supply. Okay? So there is a changes. Example sana, ganyan. So there is a changes. If this is the original and then there is a changes in the movement of the point inside the demand curve, it means there is a changes in the price. Example, this is the price 1, eto na yung price 2. And this is the price 1, eto na yung price 2. Okay, tama ba? So, ganyan. So, kapag sa price 1, there is a movement from price 1 to, or there is a movement of the point from the right or from the left to the right. Okay? So, that is, there is a changes. Okay? That is so-called for the quantity demanded. If we are talking about, or quantity, changes in demand, I should say. Pero kapag if we are talking for the shifting, wag kayo malilito ha, kapag sinabing shifting, it means mababago yung linya. Kung saan siya patungo. Kung sa right or sa left. Okay? Based on the original curve. Ganon din dito sa supply. This is a right and this is the left. Dito naman, this is the right and this is the left. Okay? So kapag nagkaroon ng shifting, ang mababago quantity demanded. Pero kapag nagkaroon ng changes doon sa price and quantity demanded, it is because of the movement of the point inside the curve of the supply or the demand. Okay? So uh, that is the correct term na dapat ninyong malaman. Ano? So kapag may mga questions kayo regarding dito, pwede kayong magtanong at pwede nyo akong i-chat. So thank you very much guys and God bless.